Most business owners ask themselves these 12 questions, but never say them out loud. So I'm going to ask all of them today, and I'm going to answer every single one honestly. So, because even one of these sounds like your life right now, you need to stay until the very end. So, question number 1. Why does my business fall apart when I'm not there? So basically the simplest answer for that is because you are the business. So I can't speak for everyone. There are so many factors why this is happening, but there are 3 things I can recommend. If your business is growing and you have people with you, let your business work for you by giving it an identity. So something that people work there can literally sign up for, and what business exists for. So if you are alone, your business is only limited to your capacity. So anything happens to you, happens to the business. So you can dream of a drum of water while carrying it with a cup. And lastly, build trust with other people. So stop watching videos that says you only need yourself, because that's not close to reality. If I don't have the people around me, the business would fall. And when I say trust them, I give them both authority and responsibility. So I hope that makes sense. The question number 2. Why am I always the one solving every problem? This is close to the first question, but the solution here is very different. Let your people grow more than you. So if you are scared that their growth will overthrow you, you're missing the point. I always believe that the growth of the leader is the cap and the limitation of a business, a team, or an organization. So what is more likely to happen is that the people who grew in your company will leave you, only if you don't grow as well. So let them grow and make sure that you grow as well. Question number 3. So where is my money actually going? So this is a huge one. In my first 6 months of business, I didn't ask this question. I did not realize it was actually my biggest problem. So after that, we started to develop system. We used Excel, then Google Sheets, then we made our own system, and now we have our own system, and everything is just few taps away. I simply ask the AI inside our ERP where is the money going, where is this money going, and the exact number from the data entered by our finance team appear instantly. Even the sales, if they are entering proper sales data, you can actually and literally get it in simple taps. Actually having a conversation with AI. This is my technical answer. But if I could be more direct, it will always start with you. If you don't have any plans to see the leaks in your personal and business finances, don't bother hoping that it will change. So first, embrace that you need to see the numbers to see the reality of your business. By doing that, your question will literally shift. So we're not going to ask, where is my money going? But you're going to ask, where should my money go? Question number 4. Why do I feel more tired the bigger my business gets? What a good problem, but still a problem. Your business is not growing. You're just working more. Make sense? I grew my business from 4 to 40 people and still have my own life. Something that every business owner wants. To have a business, but never lose the reason why they built it. And guess what? I did not stop at growing one. I also explored more business opportunities. I'm not afraid to get tired. Yes, getting tired is normal. But as I get more tired, I become more fulfilled. So by the way, recently I slowed down. You don't need to grow fast and rush. Grow slow and steady. Question number 5. I hired more people. Why is it still chaotic? There is an economic perspective that says if you hire more, you actually lose more. It will always be chaotic if you don't have a clean and crystal clear flow of process. Think of a river in a calm environment. The stream of water is clean and still flowing. Now think of that same water flowing after a typhoon. It's not the flow that is the problem. It's not the water either. It's the environment and the source of it. And guess what? And guess where that is coming from. So how do we solve it? In our company, we make sure that every area is a tunnel visioned on practical and critical tasks. So nobody gives an unwanted opinion when no one asks for it. But we are very open to suggestions to the proper time and the proper meeting. I cannot guarantee zero chaos when you are growing because growth is uncomfortable. But what we do is manage the chaos, not avoid it. Question number 6. Why does every system I try fail after 2 months? So actually, you stop buying systems from people who do not understand your business and every area of business. This is the most critical part of investing in a system. So how are we going to buy an ERP from someone who does not understand the chaos that's SEC, BIR, and the business calendars creates? So from accounting to salary to sales, let me tell you another thing. We handle that smoothly without the fear of an overwhelming transition. And guess what? We know the pain of a business owner. So we definitely understand your pain as well. What are we offering is not based on what we heard. It is based on our experience. So this is probably the best moment for you to visit our website and tell us your problem and let's talk about it. Question number 7. So how do I know if my business is actually profitable? This is too general and it depends on the business. Profitability depends on your product, your cost, and your expenses. You can simplify this if you have a system where you can enter all your expenses, even down to how many days it takes to finish a product, and your monthly bills. And it will literally break it down to an average daily cost. By the way, you can actually do this in AI. So once you have the cost and expenses, the remaining is your profit. Now, if I could generalize my answer, profitability actually can happen through high profit margin. These are the product and service that people are willing to pay for the result, not the cost. And another way is through volume. Most consumables profitability depends on this. Basically, if you want to see real data on your business and understand profitability, systematize. So get the real numbers, and that is the moment you will be able to say what your profitability actually is, not just based on what is coming in and what is going out. Because a business can sometimes feel profitable based on a huge amount coming in while the expenses are overlooked. And there are also businesses that are profitable, but they are limited because they don't have the numbers. They don't realize that it's actually profitable. So they keep their finances in, they don't let it out. And that is based on my experience actually. But still, it's not for all. Question number 8. Why do my employees depend on me every single decision? This question is again close to the first, but it has a different perspective to solve. Once you have a clear business identity, this can be resolved as well. But the main pain here, even the smallest decisions still come back to you. That goes back to low trust inside. Now, the majority of big decisions must still come from you. You know your business more than anyone. That is the reason why giving them the vision and entrusting them with it will also give you an edge, because they will know that their decisions must be aligned with what you really want to happen. That's it. Question number 9. So what does a business that runs without me even look like? Let me help you picture this. There is not a day where my sales, my production, or my finance team needs approval for a contract, a sale, or a purchase to happen. I can go to a 3-day conference without anyone bothering me. And the business is actually growing stable every single month. To be exact, my company grows an average of 5% every month in this first quarter of 2026. It's not big, feels slow, but according to my mentor, slow is fast. And you can simply say a business runs without you when you are working on the business, not in the business. Question number 10. What if I automate and my people lose their jobs? This is the biggest fear of the unknown. But actually, this is also real in other countries. In 2025 alone, almost 78,000 people lost their jobs across hundreds of tech company layoffs. That is 491 people every single day. So IBM replaced 8,000 HR employees with an AI chatbot. Chegg, yung educational technology company based in Santa Clara, California, laid off 45% of their entire workforce. Why? Because the students switched to ChatGPT. Yes, this is happening. But take this from me. I did not fire anyone. I held back on hiring more, which is good for the people inside and good for the business. What is happening now is that I'm deepening the skills of my people in learning and using AI. To simplify, AI will not replace your job, but those who use AI will surely replace those people who eagerly avoid to use it. If you want your team right now to know how powerful AI can evolve their productivity, just message me. I actually can give them a huddle and a seminar. Yeah, just message me. Question number 11. Am I too small for a system like this? This is something we can talk about over a coffee date, but seriously, this will always depend on your dream and the path you are taking. Not all businesses need to be upgraded. Not all businesses need a system like this. This is only for those who need it and for those who want to grow and still have their life. Question number 12. So how do I even start when I don't know what to fix first? This question is for those who are starting and those who keep going but suddenly stumbled and feel lost. And this is my experience most of the time. What I do with this is that I open ChatGPT before and then I transition to opening Gemini and then now I'm using Claude and then I just paste this or I just actually type this. You can actually get this in the comment section as well. I will comment this. Ask me question one by one to let out all the problems and everything that needs to be done. One question after another, just like an interview. Then at the end, help me sort out my thoughts. What is important, what is urgent, and what I can delegate, and also what can wait. So make sure to ask me for context so we can sort things out clearly. So just try that. And I'm telling you, your mind will be blown after that conversation with AI. So actually, that's it. It's just 12. So we're gonna have some more question from other people and then we're gonna gather it and then I'm going to answer it here as well. So that's all. Thank you.